You are not in control, and that is the truth most people avoid. Most people live their entire lives believing they are in control over their success, control over their relationships, control over outcomes. But here is the comfortable truth you will not like to hear. You are not in control as you think you are. Yes. And the worst part, the more you believe you are, the more mistakes you make. This is called the illusion of control. It is when your mind convinces you that your actions directly controls outcome, even when they do not. Your brain does this automatically. Something good happens, you say, I made it happen. Something bad happens, and you say, I should have controlled it. But reality is more difficult than that. Okay, there are always factors you do not see, which are timing, other people, randomness, and environment. You do not control these, but your mind pretend you do. Okay, let us bring this down to real life. A man makes money in business once, and suddenly he believes he understands the system. Next time he loses everything. What changed? Not his confidence, but reality did. A woman also believes her partner can never cheat on her, not because she trusts him, not because she thinks it is not possible. That is not trust. That is, force control. Some people believe they can pray and force outcomes, you know, control who succeeds, who fails, and who suffers. This is common within religious people. That is not influence. That is the illusion of control at its peak. Why do people fall into this? Because uncertainty is uncomfortable. The truth is, life is unpredictable, and most people cannot handle that. So they might create a story for you that you are in control. That story gives you peace. That story makes you feel very safe. But feeling safe does not mean, you are actually safe. Now, here is where it gets serious. The illusion of control leads to overconfidence, bad decision making, misplace of blame, repeated failures. You take risks you do not even understand. You ignore variables you cannot see. You blame yourself for things you never controlled. You take credit for things you did not cause. This is how people destroy businesses. This is how relationships also collapse. This is how people stay stuck because they are solving the wrong problem. Okay, let us get something clear. You are not powerless, but you are also not in control of everything that goes on in your life. This is the difference. You control your actions, you can. You control your efforts, you control your decisions. But outcomes are mix of your actions, the factors beyond you. Okay, think of life like a game. You control how you play, your moves, your strategy, your discipline. But you do not control the other players. And that is the truth. You cannot control the other players. You cannot control the environment also. The unexpected event you cannot control. So even when you play perfectly, you can still lose. And even when you make mistakes, you can still win that game. That is reality. So let me ask you something. That thing you are worried about right now, that goal, that relationship, that decision, how much of it do you have control over? Not what you feel you control, what you truly control. Because the moment you separate the two, your thinking becomes, very sharper. The truth most people avoid is simple. Do not control outcomes. Yes. And once you accept that, you stop chasing control over results and start mastering only the things that was ever yours, your actions. That is where real power is. Not controlling everything, but in understanding what you never could. Okay. If you ever thought you control something and now you realize you did not control it, please share in the comment section.